Have you ever worked on a design where everything feels like it should work? The colors are fine, the layout makes sense, the text looks okay, but the face just doesn't look right? It's not horrible. It just doesn't look as good as you expected, and that's frustrating because you don't always know what to fix. A lot of the time, people just start adding more effects, more contrast, more sharpening, hoping it helps, and it usually makes things worse. What I've learned is this: when the face image isn't high quality, the entire design feels lower quality, no matter how good everything else is. I'm Quavlo, and in this video I want to show you the exact process I personally use to make face images look cleaner, sharper, and more professional in my designs. If that sounds helpful, subscribe to the channel and make sure you watch till the end. I'm also sharing a free tool and 5 presets you can use. Before we jump into tools, there's one important thing to understand. No filter or effect can really fix a bad face photo. Blur, compression, and low detail don't disappear when you edit, they usually become more noticeable. A lot of designers start with whatever image they find first and then try to fix it later in Lightroom or Photoshop. That's understandable. I used to do the same thing, but it makes the process much harder than it needs to be. Once you start treating the face like the foundation of the design, everything else becomes easier. The colors feel more natural, the lighting makes more sense, and the whole design just comes together better. So let's start with the image itself. When I'm searching for a photo, I keep it simple. I go to Google Images, type the person's name, and add high quality image. Then I click Tools, go to Size, and choose Large. That alone helps filter out a lot of low quality images. Bigger images usually give you more detail to work with. If you can find something around 2000 pixels or more, that's a good place to start. But size isn't the only thing that matters. I look for photos with a clear face, even lighting, and very little retouching. I try to avoid strong shadows, tiny images, or photos that already look heavily edited. If the image is weak at this stage, it's hard to fully fix later. If you're taking the photo yourself, keep it simple. Shoot in RAW, keep your ISO low, use soft light, and shoot somewhere around f2.8 to f5.6 so the face stays sharp. Once you have a good image, the next step is enhancement. And this part comes before color. This is a rule I always follow. If you add texture or sharpening to a weak image, you're usually just making the problems more obvious. This is why I use Dreamface. I upload the image, click Explore, then Enhance. I don't choose the strongest result, I choose the one that still looks natural and realistic. And yes, I'm giving you Dreamface Premium for free. The link is in the description if you want to try it. After that, I move into Lightroom. Order matters here. I always start with light. I import the image and go straight to the light panel. As a starting point, I set contrast to -49, highlights to -31, and shadows to -25. These adjustments help bring back detail in the skin and balance the face. At this stage, the image should already feel a bit calmer and more even. I only adjust exposure if it really needs it. After that, I move on to texture, sharpening, and masking. First, I set a global base. I increase texture to +100 and sharpening to +100. That might sound like a lot, but it works because of the earlier steps. Then I go to masking, click the plus icon, and select subject. Inside that mask, I add texture at +28, reduce noise to -100, and add sharpening only if needed. The global adjustments add structure, and the mask helps keep the face clean and controlled. I always check the before and after. The goal isn't to make the face look fake, just clearer and more defined. If something doesn't look right, I adjust it. If the skin feels too rough, I lower the mask texture. If I see halos around the hair, I reduce global texture or increase feathering. If the image looks grainy, I add more noise reduction inside the mask, and if the eyes feel flat, I use a small brush to gently boost clarity. If you're editing multiple photos, enhance the important ones first, then create a preset for your lighting settings. Apply it, tweak each image, and remember that subject masks need to be added manually, that's normal. For exporting, keep it simple, resize for the platform you're posting on. For Instagram portraits, export between 1080 and 1350 pixels. Use sRGB, set quality around 80 to 90, and use standard export sharpening. That's the full process I use. Start with a good face image. Enhance it first. Fix the light. Then add texture and sharpening using a subject mask. If you follow these steps, your designs will start looking cleaner and more intentional without needing heavy effects. Check the description for the Dreamface premium link and the 5 free Lightroom presets. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like me to cover next.